we're taught in society to be aggressive and be head-on, attack the problem. And sometimes, that works. It works perfectly fine. But in other cases, sometimes if you're in a situation, you have to wait it out. You have to be patient. Some people go through the fire and they never get out of the fire. They're singed by the trials and tribulations. Other people, they go through it and man, you know what? That's what it is. And man, we're moving on. You could attribute jiu-jitsu to some of this. There's good days and bad days. Some days you go in and you get smashed, right? Some days you don't. This competition that we just went to, man, it was insane. I made the decision probably a month before to go. Last minute. I don't know. I just went in with no expectations of this thing. I went in, my expectation was, I'm going to show my jiu-jitsu, I'm going to do my thing. I think I was so wrapped up in that mentality that I didn't even know how big this thing was, you know what I mean? And so the pressure and of the TV, the pressure of being live, the pressure of this being one of the biggest competitions in the world, man, didn't faze me. Dude, you have no option. You got to be in the moment, because if you're not, then you're going to get your ass handed to you. You have to be in the moment. I'm going to share something with you that, man, I haven't told anybody. I'm in the middle of the mat. You can imagine, man, this thing's being streamed live on TV. You're on the mat. The lighting is so high def, man. It's like 4D. I'm looking in this guy's eyeballs and I can see the blood flowing, right? And we're stuck in a position. A thought came into my head. And that thought was, damn, man, just let it go. Let him have it. Those things that make you who you are today, there's good and bad in there. Jiu-jitsu, it's really overcoming the deep shadows in the deep recesses of your mind. The difference between a gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal, it's all mental. It's all the gray matter between the 6 inches of your ears. I think ultimately everybody will come to a similar position. If you stay long enough, it becomes a way of life, and it becomes a way of thinking, right? You go down the rabbit hole and, man, it'll change your personality in very positive ways. If you don't change, you'll never improve. You have a lot of people that show up to jiu-jitsu or work, and they're just going through the motions. Basically, they have the light switch off. You've got to have that light switch on in life. You've got to be in the moment. There is no second chance. I live that, and I've been living that since I've been 30 years old. And what happened to me when I was 30 is, when I had my daughter, and she changed my life. Up until that point, I'm the oldest son in an Asian family, and there's a lot of expectation. There's a lot of pressure. And when I had my daughter, something woke me up, and I realized, dude, this is it. About 6 months later, I quit the job that I felt like I was a slave to. I didn't even know what I was going to do. I swore to myself that no matter what, when I go back to work, whatever that is, I go back with enthusiasm, and I go back with happiness. And the day that that doesn't happen, man, I'm quitting. I had this asshole boss. One of the things he said is, Crawford, you can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. You can tell me you did a good job, but when you look in the mirror, you know whether you did a good job or not. And it took me a long time to understand what he meant. Dude, when I show up to work, did I do it down to the inner dialogue? When that asshole from the shadows jumped out and told me to be a lazy asshole, did I beat that guy back? When I go to jiu-jitsu and that dumbass says, man, give it to him, did I beat that guy back? I know whether it happened or not.